Hey there, it's Vince, man with a fork. Today we're going to make the thing that puts the C in comfort food. Yeah, we're making fried chicken. Right here, right now, on Man with a Fork. So, in the pursuit of the perfect piece of chicken, we need a crunchy, flavorful exterior and an even more delicious, flavorful interior that stays moist and juicy. Ooh, yeah, that's what we're trying to do here. One of the challenges when you're deep frying something, when you're applying that much heat and bathing a piece of meat with all that much heat, is that you end up drying it out sometimes. You know, you're putting a lot of heat in, you're drawing a lot of moisture out. It needs a little help. And one of the things that you can do to ensure that is to use a brine. The brining solution is also a way for you to introduce a lot of flavor into the meat well before we actually do any of the breading, right? Or any type of batter or anything on the outside. You want your chicken pieces to be flavorful all the way through, from the exterior all the way to the bone. Let's put our brine together. Right? We're gonna start off with a 1/4 cup of kosher salt, 1/4 cup of sugar, and to that we'll add 4 cups of water. We're gonna give that a whisk. All right, so now let's go get our chicken. So I got about 4 or 5 pounds of chicken over here. I am a sucker for chicken thighs. I just think they have the best ratio of meat to fat. It stays moist. It pulls in that flavor, and you want to get the brine into this, into the chicken meat as best as you can. So I'm going for, submersion here, trying to get all the pieces in there so there's full contact with the brining solution. So this concentration is actually fairly high. You don't brine it for too long because otherwise it might get a little too salty. And actually all that sugar that's in there, it's not going to come out sweet. That's there to just balance out that salinity, right? So into the fridge it goes. We'll keep it cool all the way through for about a half hour to an hour tops. I'll be right back.
A few minutes later.
All right, guys, the secret ingredient today to make this even more flavorful are chicken bouillon cubes. We're going to take a single cube and we're going to bloom that in some hot water. Just enough to dissolve. The way I think about the chicken bouillon cube, we're treating it as a compound spice. There's a lot of different ingredients in there. There's chicken fat, there's salt. We are now going to cool that off, right? We're going to cool that off by adding a little bit of water. If it's still on the warm side, maybe we'll cool it off with some ice cubes. We'll keep stirring that until we end up with something that is room temperature. Now let's do our dry ingredients, right? So I'm going to start with 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We're also going to do 1 cup of cornstarch. We're going to do a ½ teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning and about a tablespoon of ground black pepper. Then we're going to do a teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We're going to whisk our liquid into this this dry mixture. And start adding our liquid slowly. Yeah. So we're making a wet batter. Let's work all the lumps out of there. Once everything's nicely incorporated like that, I will also be adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now there aren't any raw eggs or anything in this mixture right now, so it's safe to taste. Okay. Oh yeah, it's got a nice strong hint of that black pepper. I taste the other spices going on over there. It could use some salt. A little bit of salt. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah. This is ready to get our chicken dressed up. You know what goes really well with fried chicken? Fried pickles. We're gonna fry some pickles. Yep. I'm gonna get a few different kinds of pickles over here. How about some fried peppers, huh? We're gonna do some of that too. Pickled tomato. How's that, huh?
A few moments later.
All right, we're getting it into that sweet spot, right around 360, 375. We're ready for chicken. So we're gonna get our first piece of chicken. We're gonna, get that into the batter. Make sure it's nicely coated all the way around. And then we're gonna carefully lay it in, skin side first. Go in there and we're gonna flip it over. Get another reading. We're still in range, so we can add another piece of chicken and lay it in there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That thing starts to crisp up over there. I can actually feel the crunch of that batter. I'm going to switch over to a contact thermometer over here. We're going to get a reading of the actual chicken. This is our first piece, so I'm going to go in the middle, right there. Yeah, you want to hit 165. We're at 100 degrees right now, thereabouts. So we got a ways to go. This is the first piece that we cooked. We're going to set that aside. Now let's fry up some pickles. All right, let's fry up some pickles. Our oil is up to temperature. Okay. We are ready. I like using hot sauce to put over these, but one other really great thing is a quick honey mustard, right? So let's get some yellow mustard here. We'll just add some really good honey. You want a little bit of an accent, a little bit of kick. Add a few pepper flakes, just a little bit. Give that a stir, and a little bit of salt. Oh yeah, that's perfect. It goes really well with fried chicken. Some beer. It's so popular. Woo! It's so popular in Korea. They actually gave it a name. They call it chimaek. All right, this is the moment of truth. Check out that chicken. You can hear that. Hear how, ooh. See how crunchy that is? I gotta try that out. Wow. That is some crispy chicken. Just look at that crisp chicken. And let's see if we can. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It's time to go in for a bite. Man, that is perfect. Now let's try some of this seasoned spicy honey mustard sauce. Let's try this out. That is so juicy. It's seasoned just right. The chicken has tons of moisture from our quick brine. You got that super crisp skin. The spices are just there to enhance the chicken flavor. It's not super spicy. That's why, this right now, you can add hot sauce to it. You can add any sauce to it. This honey mustard sauce just has just the right amount of kick. Let's try out some of these pickles. This is that pickled pepper. Pickled cucumber. Still crunchy, still juicy, still has all the flavor. Let's try out some of that pickled tomato here. That's nice. It's more of that chicken. Wow. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. Let me get some more of that sauce in there. Oh, yeah. That is a perfectly cooked piece of chicken. That's nice. I need some more pickles. Get that into the sauce. This is comfort food. Wow. Nothing fancy. You can even give the fork a break. Just go in there with your fingers, man. This is the only way to enjoy fried chicken. This moist, this juicy, this crunchy. I tell you, great fried chicken, you know, crisp, moist, juicy, delicious fried chicken. You know, enjoy it with a cold beer. Enjoy it with great friends. You know, I'd like to share this with you, right? Great friends like you. I tell you what, if you like what you've seen here, absolutely hit like, hit subscribe, and let's make more great food. My name is Vince, Man with a Fork. I'll see you next time. Hey there, it's Vince, Man with a Fork. Man with a Fork? Fork?